For years, organizations have invested heavily in data governance, catalogs, glossaries, policies, ownership models. On paper, governance looks complete. But there's a question that keeps coming back, a question that refuses to go away. Can we actually use the data? Because that question changes everything. That question exposes an uncomfortable truth. Most governance programs are very good at making data visible. They are far less effective at making data usable. Not because teams are careless, not because technology is missing, but because governance has been optimized for compliance, not decision making. Visibility became the goal. Usability was assumed to follow. It didn't.
Knowing that data exists is not the same as governing how it is used. Most organizations can tell you what data they have. Far fewer can confidently tell you how it should be used, when and by whom, without risk. That's the gap we've created, and it's where governance quietly fails.
Ask an organization how mature its governance is, and the answer often sounds reassuring. The catalog is populated, the glossary is defined, ownership is documented, policies are approved. But step into day-to-day reality and something feels off. Business users hesitate, analysts double-check numbers manually, access requests pile up. Issues surface only after data is already used. Governance exists. Confidence does not. That's the illusion of governance maturity. Documentation mistaken for control. Awareness confused with trust.
The real test of governance isn't whether data is documented, it is whether someone can safely build and use a data product in real time against live data and without breaking trust, policy, or compliance. That moment when data is actually used, that's where governance is supposed to show up, and too often it doesn't.
Instead, most organizations force people through a stop-start process. Discover the data. Request access. Wait. Request credentials somewhere else. Wait again. Ask a central team to intervene. By the time the data arrives, the question has changed. This isn't a people problem. It's a structural one. Governance has been decoupled from execution. This is where active governance changes the model. Instead of sitting around the data, governance operates within the data flow. Policies become executable. Controls are enforced at runtime. Access is evaluated in context, not after the fact, not manually, but as data is created, combined, and used.
Active governance isn't about adding more rules, it's about rules that actually run. Rules that operate at the moment decisions are made. Rules that protect trust without slowing the business. Rules that work with modern data, not against it. Because in a world of AI and real time decisions, governance that can't execute will always chase risk.
The future of governance isn't more documentation. It's governance that moves at the speed of the business. Zero code needed. Lattice.com. We welcome you to join a data conversation.